Hi there and welcome to this section on fundamental principles of good nutrition. Now you need to make sure that you have a menu set for at least 2 to 3 days, because failing to plan is unfortunately planning to fail. Try to rotate menus and try new foods by looking up new recipes, and try not to have the same foods each day. So planning ahead for however long it suits you is, it suits your lifestyle. So that might be every 2 or 3 days, or you might go and plan out for a whole week. Whichever suits you, you stick with that. Okay, now we have the substrates, which are protein, carbohydrates and fats. Proteins, we have to make sure that we have them with each meal and snack. Protein is needed for strong muscles, energy metabolism and for good immunity. And just a few protein sources are chicken, turkey, eggs, pulses and beans, to name just a few. Carbohydrates are needed for energy, and we really need to eat complex carbohydrates because they're slow releasing energy. And food sources for this are quinoa, sweet potatoes, brown and wild rice. And we need to make sure that we're avoiding simple carbohydrates that will give us an energy rush, but then will give us an energy dip. So any processed foods or bakeries, goods, things like that are going to really play with our blood sugar. Now it's really important within the evening meal that we have a dense carbohydrate. A dense carbohydrate is a complex carbohydrate, and what this does, it helps to make serotonin. Now 96% of serotonin is made in your gut, and serotonin is a neurotransmitter which helps to make you feel good. So when you eat the carbohydrate, it helps to make serotonin, it goes up into your brain and makes you feel relaxed. Okay. Now also it helps to normalise insulin levels, so we get a better distribution of insulin throughout the evening. And also it helps to release melatonin, which will help to bring on the sleep cycle. So it helps to get you relaxed for sleep time. Fats. Make sure that you're eating the right types of fats in your diet. Fat has been given bad press for many years now, and indeed there are bad fats, but mostly they're found in processed foods. However, good fats, such as fats found in avocados, olive oil, fatty fish, nuts and seeds, and low-fat meats are very beneficial for our heart health, our brain health, as well as hormone making, and also for our immunity. Antioxidants. Now, this frequently comes up in discussions about good health and preventing diseases, because antioxidants really are fabulous for keeping away degenerative diseases. These powerful substances, which mostly come from fresh fruits and vegetables that we eat, prohibit the oxidative antioxidants. No, keep it going. We're just going to cut and start on antioxidants again, yeah, when we edit it. Antioxidants come up frequently in discussion about good health and about preventing diseases. These powerful, wonderful substances, which mostly come from fresh fruits and vegetables that we eat, prohibit the oxidation of other molecules in the body. Now, to understand why we need antioxidants is to understand what free radicals are and what free radical damage is. The more free radicals that we have, the more free radical damage that occurs, the more likely we are to develop degenerative diseases earlier in life. So what free radicals do is that they create a destructive process within our cells, causing the molecules within the cells to become unstable. Now, inherently, they are unstable, so they will go to a healthy cell to attack that to make itself stable. So the healthy cell then becomes unstable. That will then go on to other healthy cells, causing them to become unstable. Hence, we start to get degeneration of our cells. So the simplest and most effective way to protect against this free radical damage is to have lots of antioxidants in our diet. Now, antioxidant-rich foods, I've given you some examples of. There's a list here. This is not conclusive. There are a lot more. But just to name some of the common ones, cloves, garlic and grapes. We have spinach, apricots and broccoli, sweet potatoes, nuts and seeds, to name just a few. I'd like to I'd like to now talk to you about good nutritional principles. Number one I'd like to share with you is that to eat as seasonally as you can. Now this can be done by having an organic veg box delivered. It could mean going down to your local farmer's market, or you might have your own allotment. Somehow that you can get some seasonal food will be very beneficial. Eating seasonally is to eat in what do you call it? Start again. Eating in thing with your body, in tune with your body, isn't it? So I'd like to go through some guidelines to good nutritional principles, and the first one is to eat as seasonally as you can. This can be done by having an organic vegetable box delivered, or it could be going to your local farmer's market, or you might have an allotment. But the idea is that you have some food coming in that is in tune with your body, because eating seasonally, blah, blah, blah. No, keep it running.
In general, eating seasonally is just more likely that you get the nutrients and the vitamins that you need at that time of the year.
Okay, that's probably, Okay, the guidelines to good nutritional principles. Number one is to eat as seasonally as you can. This can be done by having an organic veg box delivered, or going to your local farmer's market, or having an allotment. The reason eating seasonally is so beneficial is that it gives you the vitamins and minerals and all the nutrients you need for that particular time of year. Number two, I would look at try not to eat fruit after your main meal. What will happen is if you have fresh fruit after a meal, it will just sit on top of the food that you've eaten, and it can putrefy and cause digestive upset, in particular acid reflux and indigestion. If it's cooked fruit, such as cooked apples, that's absolutely fine. And also, fruit is best eaten either on its own as a meal, so as a fruit salad, or along with fruit. So, fruit is best eaten as a meal in itself, as a fruit salad, or it can be combined with nuts and seeds as a snack in between meals. I'd also at this point like to point out that trying different herbs and spices into your meals would be a good idea. Not only do they bring flavour to your meals, but also they have good nutritional benefits, such as turmeric has fantastic anti-inflammatory properties and can easily be added to a soup or a curry. You can also try different herbs such as tarragon, rosemary and thyme, just to name a few there. I'd also like to, at this point, to point out that if you do use margarine, margarine isn't the best for us. That often have hydrogenated fats in. Actually, the process is quite processed. At this point, I would probably say try butter instead. A little bit of butter is better than having margarine. I'd also talk to you about food portions. So a really good way to do this is to use your fist. So if you clench your fist, and that would be, one clenched fist would be your protein, so such as a chicken or salmon or a bean dish or whatever it is that you're eating. Another clenched fist for your dense carbohydrate, such as quinoa or sweet potato. And then one clenched fist for your vegetables, and then having a small bowl of an imaginative salad. So this can have tomatoes, cucumber, salad leaves, red onion. You could have sprouted seeds in there as well. If you don't fancy having the salad, just have another clenched fist of vegetables. Also, snacks such as hummus with crudités. So it could be celery sticks, cucumber sticks, avocado with cheese and oat cakes, fruit and nuts, homemade protein bars and energy balls. These are all good ideas for snacks in between meals. I would also like to point out here is to avoid sodium chloride, which is also table salt. Instead, have Himalayan rock salt, as this is organic to our body. Unfortunately, sodium chloride is a processed salt which isn't organic to our bodies and can cause, well, cut that bit, start again. Avoid sodium chloride, which is table salt, and instead use Himalayan rock salt, as this is organic to our bodies. Unfortunately, table salt isn't organic to our body and can cause health problems. So, what's the next bit? Sorry. Hydration. So, yeah. We can go from there. Yeah? Just keep it running because we can edit it. Hydration is important, so clean water is needed. Unfortunately, supermarkets don't have the best water filters, as they are
I think you should do the whole lot together again.
Why?
You've been
All right, let's do the whole lot again.